My name is Ad Mohammed.
My name is Devin Shaw.
My name is Patel.
My name is Nathan Porcaro.
My name is Rodriguez.
And we are Mercury Marketing.
Meet Gus. Gus is the owner of a food retail chain in the local community, and for years he's been putting out consistently good products, which has developed him a reputation in his local community. However, due to recent events such as the pandemic, Gus has continuously lost money month by month. And over time, since the pandemic, he has been losing so much money, Gus is on the verge of bankruptcy. As Gus scrambles to find a solution, he realizes the importance of digital marketing. 77% of food retail customers interact with an ad before buying a product. This statistic perfectly represents the impact digital advertising can have, and it's essential to the survival of food retail companies today.
This is how we came up with Mercury Marketing. Mercury Marketing is a search engine marketing agency designed to help people like us. Our total addressable market is $10.8 billion. That is the market for advertising spend in the food retail industry. This number was created out of the 63,000 food retail businesses in the United States and their average ad spend. But why should Gus choose us over our competitors like Guru Marketing, Proceed Innovative, and Disruptive Marketing? We use cutting-edge new technologies such as AI to create highly yielding search ads and keywords to help boost our ads to stay ahead of our competitors.
The second thing that sets us apart is our competitive analysis technology. We use an application called SpyFu to get analytical data about businesses' digital ad spend and what strategies they're already using and the success they find from it. This can help us pitch better and make tailor-made digital marketing strategies for the businesses we are trying to get. The second thing it has, it gives us a list of competitors which we can also use and show businesses, here are your competitors, here's what they're doing, and here's how you can be better and dominate them.
This is an example of a text ad we made for Gus. We use AI formulas to make our headlines and descriptions be good for our ad rig. We'll also be using an ad checklist that would help us make our ads high quality and successful when we're running.
But wait, there's more. We also use custom landing pages in conjunction with our search ads so that way we can maximize our ad rate. How Google works is it scans your ad and your landing page to see its relativity to the user's search. So by creating these custom landing pages, we can boost the relativity to the search so we can guarantee that we're in the top tier of search results every time.
In order to reach customers like us, we will be using email marketing campaigns and cold calls to reach a total of 15 customers by the end of year 1. And during these calls, we will be explaining to our customers how they can improve their Google advertising and expand their business by using our products.
This is our implementation and key metric timeline. By February 10th, we want to send our emails to our clients using SpyFu. We have an email list on SpyFu where we can make a custom email where we can send to them and we can tell them about our business. By February 13th, we want to schedule at least 5 ad consultations. By February 15th, we plan to have 1 paying customer, and by February 25th, we plan to have 2 paying customers. By this time, as we're making 30 plus calls a day to achieve this metric. By February 28th, we will start offering our additional landing page services, which we will just talk about, and it'll be an additive service.
And this is where our unit pricing comes in. 1 unit of our service is based off a quarterly analysis. So within this 3-month, you'll receive advertisements through Google Advertising, competitive analysis through SpyFu. You can also pay an additional fee for a custom landing page tailored for your specific needs.
And then for the pricing, it'll be $7,800. So the pricing will fluctuate for each company and their budget and their needs. But we average it out to this, so it'll be around $7,800 for the standard package. But that includes $6,000 of pay-per-click ad spend. So Mercury Marketing, we are taking $1,800. And then it'll be additional $500 fee for the landing page design. So the cost of goods on our ads, it'll be a 10% commission on the sale because at Mercury Marketing we believe in discipline and hard work. So we're rewarding our salespeople. And then it'll cost us $300 to design the ad and the campaign. And then an additional $50 per month to pay our ad creators to manage it. And then $100 to design the landing page. That gives us profit $1,270 per quarter, $1,570 with the web design per quarter with 1 customer. So with our target 15 customers, that's $23,550 per quarter, for a total of $94,200 for year 1.
But how are we going to get those first 15 customers to get that profit? Well, we're first going to start out by creating an MVP. Our MVP is a landing page. Well, this is not a company. This is a great example of what our landing page would look like. We'll have a short informational video about our company and why we started. We'll have a button here where you can schedule a meeting with us, which I'll show you later in a different application, and just more information on what we are and what we do as a business. This is an example of the meetings that our clients can set up with us. It's through a tool called Calendly, and they can just pick any date they want, what time they're available, and I'll send them a text or email notification just to make sure they're on track. This is an example of an email we'll send out, which will have a link to the landing page. This email will just tell a quick rundown of our business, why we are good for this business, and we'll send out these emails using SpotFood with the 500 email list that we talked about previously. The value of our MVP comes in two ways, quantitative and qualitative. The quantitative comes from the number of meetings scheduled, the number of clicks on our landing page, and the number of contracts that we actually get, and the number of money we make. Our MVP can actually make money, and that's what's really important to us. The qualitative data is different. It's actually the feedback we get from the meetings. Is our pricing strategy effective? Do companies actually show interest in us? Is what we're doing, are we on the right track? And this makes our MVP extremely valuable. And that is why we are asking for $940, which is going to be spread across three different main costs. The first one is the Calendly service, what I mentioned before. It's the meeting service where it's $12 per month for 6 months, and that allows us to have payment service in the meeting itself, so you don't have to use a third-party applicant. You can just do the contract and get the money in the meeting itself. It also allows us for more better integration, which personally brings me to my next point, because it integrates into our landing page design service, which is $33 per month, but it's billed annually, which is WordPress. This WordPress really helps us as it can create a professional-looking landing page that will not only attract customers, but also with the paid subscription, you get more ad boost, and you can actually earn ad revenue off your landing page, in addition to getting advanced SEO tools, which of course is very relevant to our business. And the last one is SpotFood. As we talked about it throughout this presentation, SpotFood is a competitive analysis tool that we'll be using to actually pitch these customers and show them why our business strategy is the best for them. And the second thing it does is, we previously mentioned, it gives us a list of 500 potential email clients and domains that we can use. So we can send out to these people, and this is how we'll actually get our MVP out there. And in total, it'll be about $940, and SpotFood is also billed annually. Grow, expand, and succeed with Mercury Marketing.
Let me just ask a pre-pitch question. What was your inspiration for going after this problem?
So we looked into lots of different niches for us to go into. We first started by looking at smaller businesses, but then we saw that we could make more money and we were better equipped to go after larger, but still in like food retail, which is grocery stores, health stores, supplement stores, that sort of region, because there's a digital conversion that we can track, whether it's like a loyalty program or an online order. It's really easy to track and show them what we've done.
What about your solution is specific to food retailers? Like what, it sounds like a very generic, general solution that could be available to a lot. Why did you choose to focus on that, and what is special about your solution?
So through our research, we found out that food retailers are like the business that gets most positively affected by the type of advertising we do. So food retailers would have see the most benefit and stuff like that. Also with food retail, it allows us to have like a more quantitative amount of like sales increases and the amount of clicks and stuff like that. So I feel like food retail really fits us the best because it can show us the most results.
Is there a, therefore, is there some kind of geolocation component to
Yes.
To the ads that you're
Yes,
doing?
there is.
Have you done any research on keyword pricing for food retail? Is this something that a lot of other food retail businesses are not using, therefore because ad spend is the biggest, that's most of the cost for your customers, right?
Correct, yeah.
So you guys have a fee for your service, but however big and bold they want to go with the advertising campaign, it's going to be dependent on how much money they want to spend per click,
Yeah.
right? So do you know what those numbers are and what budgets your target customers may have for
Yeah,
that type of
so
spending?
based on the location and the specific service, the specific product they want to run ads for, the keyword cost changes. generally ranges from like $1 to $5 to get the top of the page bid. So we took this number because it's within these companies' ad spend budget. And like I said earlier, it'll change for the customer, the location, popularity, the scale at which they want to push their brand.
What's the ultimate goal for the advertising campaign, right? So these are, you want to get people in the store, you're using digital ads
Yeah, so Google has a
to
location.
make a call or just to
Yeah, so,
promote a sale?
so Google Search Ads has extensions, and how extensions work is they go on the ad, and there's call extensions, there's location extensions, so there's strategies within Google that even though they're online, they will still drive people to the brick and mortar location.
Is your impression that you'll be selling to the businesses that are already have an online presence, or already, are they self-serving on their pay-per-click strategy, their digital marketing strategy? Are they working with a competitor?
So from what we found, we've estimated that only around 38% of the food retailers actually have a digital presence, digitally marketed. So we'd probably go after the large amount that don't have any SEO or PPC advertising, but we could also go after both. Really depends on what they're looking for, and if we can really help them the most.
If you're going after a segment that isn't already, on the bus, so to speak, your pitch is going to have to contain some ROI-based, like they've made a conscious choice not to do that,
Yeah.
and you're going to have to educate them on, well, you spend $7,800 over 3 months, you should expect this is the type of sales increase.
So that's another great job, the Spy Food tool, because we can say, hey, the 3 food retailers that are also in your area that are competing with you, they're spending this much, or they aren't spending this much, and by you spending this much, you can get X ahead of them.
Walk me through how you're going to market to these food retailers and the size and location, maybe I missed that.
Okay, so we will be using cold calling and email marketing. So SpyFu also offers contact information for the companies that are listed on its its research. So we are able to find emails of the corporate offices of these small food and retail chains, and we can get in touch with them and pitch them that.
Our main goal is just like getting one customer, and with one customer we can show how much their sales have increased with our service. And so it's just getting that first customer is like that first step we need to really show these other businesses that we really provide a valuable product.
So these smaller companies that are trying to get into grocery stores or trying to sell just on their own online or through third party?
So sort of right now we're marketing towards the grocery stores themselves and getting people to go to those.
Okay.
Two quick questions. One, the landing pages, where will those be hosted?
Yeah, WordPress.
Is that what you're asking?
On your own domain name, will you acquire a domain name for the business? Where will they go?
So the WordPress subscription actually provides us for a domain for like a free domain for a year. So that's where it'll be on.
Okay. One thing to be careful of, if you have a lot of different companies all pointing to the same domain, maybe just subpaths in the same domain, you'll get dinged a little bit by Google because it will think it's a content farm. So just be careful there when you're doing that. And then the other thing is just think a little bit on, it sounds like you're talking a lot about like pay-per-click and things like that, where as you mentioned before, I'm not sure the click is the call to action, and something you might want to do in advertising, digital advertising, there's impression-based marketing, and they'll use a term called CPM, which is, the number of impressions, how much will you pay for 1,000 impressions, right? And a lot of times for these kinds of things, it'll be like $4 or $5 for the CPM. So it might make sense in this kind of case to kind of use that vocabulary with these, because you're attracting, you want awareness and you want to bring them in.
Okay, thank you.
I really like your, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I really like your uniform look for your presentation. That's nice, and I like your energy. Good job. I had a question about, I think it's an app you're using to set up meetings? Is
Oh,
that
Calendly,
correct?
yes.
Okay. How do you contact the contacts? Is it all through email?
So Calendly works in many different ways. So basically, when you get on the Calendly thing, right, you can choose what these companies prefer. So what a lot of companies, they depend on if they like phone calls, if they like Zoom meetings and stuff like that. So on Calendly, you have the option to all of those. It'll just like ping it and like set it on like the company's calendar, and then we'll send them like a reminder email. And it'll just like help us. It'll just keep it more organized rather than just like, oh, you have a phone call here, we'll email you, but the email might get lost. With Calendly, it allows us to have like more efficient and more like just organized in general.
Thank you.
I applaud your ambitions for what you're trying to accomplish here or experiment on. It's pretty audacious. I mean, in a great way. But I guess a little bit confused, concerned exactly what is your business prop? What is the value that you're providing? You're targeting small boutique-y, perhaps grocery stores or grocery stores who are missing the boat on a much broader audience. Is that part of my understanding correct?
Yes.
Okay, and what you are offering them is to be their digital media marketers, yes?
Yes.
Primarily search marketing,
Yeah. Primarily Google
search
Ads.
engine marketing.
And then walk me through, they say yes, then what do you do for them?
They say yes, when we schedule a meeting, we will give them a presentation using our spy food tool showing them their competitors.
Yeah, but what do they get?
What do they get? They get
More sales driven to their shops, stuff like that.
No, what do they get from you? You just expose them to this wonderful world they should be participating in. One of the reasons they may not be participating is because they don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
So
so
what
we
do you
design the ad campaigns, we design all of the ads, we run it all for them.
Okay, that's all the creative.
Yeah,
Now what's the actual media actions that you will be doing?
Like, do you mean like when someone clicks on the ad, or just like?
No, all the mechanisms that you need to get into to actually set up the digital process, the digital media. It's not just about creative, that's a lot of programming.
Yeah, we've all taken courses on how to actually create this.
yeah, so we're actually all trained in the Google advertising system, and we will all know about the
Okay.
ad system, the ad ranking system, how they rank their ads. So we know how to create, highly performing search ads, and
Okay.
run those ads, and use the analytics provided from Google to optimize them and continue to tweak and, change them.
I am so looking forward to this MVP. That's awesome.
We're out of time here.
Sorry, last question. Some of your costs that you're asking us to help fuel here, I think there may be some surrogates that you can use for free, such as, if you know about Google, then Google Calendar, you can share access to people that you've got meetings with, so you don't need to pay for Calendly, not during the experiment. And are those costs in the experiment? I saw 12 months. This experiment is only 3 months. Can you do that?
So it'll be a lot more expensive if we just did it monthly, because the monthly cost for WordPress and for SpyFu
Yeah.
is like double like the
Right, I
annual
get that,
cost.
but you guys may not exist 6 months from now, so do we need to pay for that?
Yeah, we could,
Yeah, we could definitely tweak it. Yeah, we
Okay.
could definitely switch it to 6 months if
Yeah.
like or whatever.
yeah, we could do that. So it'll be about 120
Less.
for the spy food for 3 months, and then WordPress for 3 months. It's about
I mean, it's not that I'm trying to tweak the dollars, it's just, because I think you'll need more, but frankly, use it differently. Use free tools where you can. Okay.
What do we got?
Mr. Dornmart?
I think the allocation's okay, but to your point, I think you just bring it down a little bit, say 6-month trials instead of 12 months. So I would say probably more like 750 or so.
That's the top of my head. 750?
Sure.
Okay,
Good luck, guys.
great,
Yeah.
thank you.